hear HK talk. I want to hear Mr. Ratanak talk. I want to hear our filmmaker over there talk.
Too busy.
Yes.
Yes, I want to hear. Okay, let's start.
Okay. So my group was about achieving universal primary education, and I'm trying to change my idea. So my video was about two different kids in different world. I mean, different places in the world. Like you capture two pictures in the screen.
So split screen.
Yeah, split screen. In the first screen, a boy was reading a book. The second one, the boy was cutting a book.
Okay.
And after 10 seconds showing their face, one is smiling happily and the other one having a sad face. And then we have a story saying that not every children are the same.
Okay. Comments? Yeah.
It's just what this list is crazy. I don't like shit. What's just about whatever. I don't understand what's
What part don't you understand?
like.
Showing two different things in the screen.
So her idea is that she would have, let's say, on one side of the screen would be Shogo playing a computer game, or maybe not education. So Shogo would be, I don't know, reading a physics book. On the other screen would be Shogo chopping down a palm tree or something. And then you could, and then the idea being that the slogan being not every child has the opportunity for school or something like that. Comments? Matthew, what do you think?
I think it's a pretty good idea.
Is it conceptual enough, you think?
I like a weird idea, but like using a split screen, maybe like you said, like maybe you can show Shogo reading a physics book, and then on the other screen there's a kid chopping a tree down, and every time Shogo like turns the page, the kid, because he's sweating, right, and he's chopping the tree down, every time Shogo turns the page, he gets a breeze, showing that maybe like every time you turn a page, education makes things easier, because it also gives breeze to the kid who's chopping trees down.
So education makes things easier, that being the slogan. That might work. I'm not sure the breeze would necessarily show that though.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I want more conception, but like, what I want to ask her is like, what is the sound and the background? Is what I mean. Like,
What background sound are you going to put?
yeah.
Like what's going to be this background?
Maybe the boy is chopping trees in the countryside, and the boy is speaking about this in a library or in a school.
But I mean sound. What music? Have you thought of music and what audio you want to have?
Maybe just some slow song.
Some like slow music. Yeah. I tell you what, I think you're getting somewhere. I'm not sure it's totally developed yet. I actually like kind of this idea of flipping the pages. I think it's in your case, which is unique. Most of them were too long. I think it's a bit too simple. Like I almost think what you want, you could almost have somebody reading, and every time they flip a page, you have a different screen of somebody, so while you're educating, maybe one is somebody chopping wood, another one is somebody working in a rice field, another one is a kid doing something else like, sewing shoes. So have different things of like children that are not at school while you're reading the book. You know what I mean? I think that would be better than just having one-to-one. So every time they flip a page, it's a different screen on the other side. I think that might work better. Yeah?
I feel like it would be kind of hard to get like footage of like someone chopping down a tree or tending to a rice field.
In Cambodia, there's rice fields everywhere. You can take.
It doesn't have to be those occupations. It could be like just hard labor for a kid.
It could be in the kitchen, it could be whatever. And I think to make it effective, you almost need it to be the same person. Because it's like, while you're doing, the same person could be like, you're fortunate, but all around the world, other people don't have this opportunity. You know what I mean? I think that can work. I think that's. Any other comments? Mr. Rafanak, no comment yet? Okay, second one. Pressure's building up, man. You gotta make a comment.
my idea is that
Bonita hasn't spoken either.
first 10 seconds, I will show.
Just stop for a second. Guys, is this a storyboard? Okay, continue.
Okay, for the first 10 seconds, I will show a person that looks neat and chic and doing some office works, and then who earns a lot of money compared to others. Then I will show something like the successful life for the first 10 seconds, and then second, I will change the screen, and then I will show something like a person that having poverty and looks poor, and wearing a shabby clothes, doing something like dirty jobs, but only for the back side of it.
Okay. So the footage is only from the back. Okay.
In the last 10 seconds, I will split up the screen.
Okay.
Then they turn around and
Okay.
show the same faces. I mean, they are same person, really. So, and then I will put the slogan: "Education makes difference." That's it. That's all.
Education makes. Cool. Comments? Ah, what?
So it means that the guys sound different. Just
I mean, yeah, they are same. They are same. But they haven't got the opportunity or education to get successful life.
They're the same person. You only see them from the back. They turn around. But do you think the education part is like? Do you think that's going to be obvious that education is the? Like, when I look at it, I'll tell you what my issue is. When I look at it, I almost see it as like a slogan being, like, you know, the fact that you're born into the life that you are is literally, you know. You could be this person, you could be that person, so be grateful for what you have. You know, it's more that sort of thing. But yeah?
Well, then maybe change it to like, someone like graduating and then someone like helping out.
Before this, you mean?
Like, instead of having like a successful guy who's like, instead might show the importance of right family or whatever,
Yeah.
just have like a successful guy like graduating, or, like all happy or whatever. The guy just like helping out or like his boss.
There's also,
Yeah.
I was also thinking that, you know, once they turn around and see each other, maybe they could like switch screens. Like the people in the poor family go to the rich family, and they try and use the technology in the rich family's house or wherever they are, and they can't do it because of their education. And then the rich people go to the poor people's place, and they can't do it because they don't have that education to do their work.
Are you going to become a bit complicated?
The entire time it's like a split screen.
The whole time it's split
Yeah,
screen?
so it's not like we're going scene, it's at the same time. So you got like the rich and then the poor.
But since it's the same person, how are you going to know whether it's switched or not?
Because you'll see them like walk and then those kind of like switches. Like
I kind of like that. So imagine, so tell me what you imagine.
well, I imagine like, well, it starts out like he said, you know, this is split screen.
And you only see them in the
rich
back, yeah?
and the poor,
Okay.
and they're doing their stuff, and then they walk to the middle, and then they switch, and then the poor person comes onto the rich side,
Yeah.
and the rich person comes onto the poor side.
Because when they start there,
And then what's the slogan?
I don't know.
I mean, what are you trying to say? Like, what's the point of that?
Well, I guess you could have like the poor person not do well in like the rich person's world, but then the rich person does well in the poor person's world. So it's like education helps.
Why does education help?
Because obviously the rich person had a good education and he's doing well in the poor society.
How would you show that he's doing well?
I don't know, it starts like he finds oil.
Well, now you're creating a whole movie now. And it's not like if you don't have education, you won't know how to use the remotes. I mean, what are you going to like show? How are you going to show that the poor person not doing well, the rich? I mean, I think you're complicating things a bit here. I think his was quite simple and quite nice, but I still don't know if without the slogan. And imagine his video without the slogan. Two people you see from the back. One has a very different life from somebody else. They turn around, they look at each other, and you see that it's the same person. What would you think about it if you didn't have a slogan, if you saw that?
Mr. Machi,
Yeah.
I was also thinking that how about once they turn, the screen which the past 10 years, the artist nowadays, showing how
How is what? How his life has developed. So you're saying sort of how. Okay. Well, I mean, what do you guys think? You guys think it works?
Yes,
A little hard to-
I think it can work. I'm not sure the education part is totally there. I think what Moroko said or Jay said is might make it better to have the split screen, but rather because the whole point is they look at each other. So I think you might need something beforehand, like Owen said. You know, like whatever, like This can, like what if you, I don't know, what's something that somebody would take it could be from the back the whole time. You could have a student saying, this is rubbish, I quit, whatever, and walk out, but the whole time it's from the back. And you have another student saying, you know, sorry, or whatever, I'll work. And then, so you have that at least as a precursor. So one dropped out of school and one continued. And then you can have it being, you know, whatever, the future. But I think you do need to have that first school part, otherwise you're just putting random stuff in there, you know, it doesn't really. Cool. We have one more? That's it. We have one more? Cool. Okay.
So there is a woman, she's looking blue, and it's like maybe about 5-6 seconds, and it's so the fire.
Okay, and then, yeah, just cooking food in the fire.
Like she's cooking the food, and sometimes in the countryside they have fires burning. And when she think about like the fire is kind of small and smaller,
Okay.
she just has a book beside her. She used the spread and put it in the fire.
She's using the book to stoke the fire. Yeah? And what would your slogan be? Or what are you trying to show through that? Okay, so sometimes you gotta choose between eating and education. Okay, comments. Monique, what do you think?
Right. What do you mean, like, to use the book to what? What you say you use the book to what?
To make the fire bigger.
Why? What's that mean? What's that mean?
She's saying, why is she using the book to stoke the fire? What are you trying to say through that? You just said it. Well, what are you trying to say through putting the book in the fire?
Oh.
So
She's
it should be like
put the book in the fire
Like,
to make
yeah.
the fire bigger. So like
education provides you food.
That's the exact opposite.
That's what she's saying. This is true.
she's trying to show that sometimes you don't have a choice between education and food. Like you gotta burn the books to create food.
How about,
Okay, comments? Yes, Kun Tong.
and how about if that kid, if he tries to do his homework and it's too hard for him, he cannot do it, and then he just take the book and burn it, and to make food instead. And in the stove, the wood are burning. So when he cannot do his homework,
That's not what you're trying to say, though. The guy's so spoiled that he just decides to burn his book. I mean, the whole point she's trying to make is that people don't have a choice. You know, the guy doesn't do his homework and he burns his book. It's not exactly a choice issue. He's just being a...
Or like
Yeah.
like when she's doing homework and she like hungry and then she like choose one doing homework or going
going to eat. But then she still doesn't mean what that... I guess what you're trying to say is... Okay, maybe it's not... Is it unclear?
Well, exactly what you said.
You need a slogan, that's it.
You'll need some sort of slogan. Do you think the book by itself represents education?
Just like you should
Could be,
like
yeah.
books, pencils, all sorts of
This year should get the math book.
But isn't that kind of stupid? I'm just wondering, why would she... I'm telling you, how would this PSA that she just explained show her concept better than just a book burning, let's say?
about using a bag.
Okay, let's ignore that one. So, why would they use a backpack?
Backpack, you can have proofs, pen, everything in there.
But the whole point, but you're getting on it. Well, the part that I'm confused about is surely why isn't she using firewood and stuff? Like, I mean, I'm just starting to think too much into it. Like, what you want is more the symbolism of the book burning, you know? That's what you're getting after, is like the fact that the symbolism. So I'm just saying, what
Is the book more expensive?
than wood or whatever?
Books are expensive.
Yeah, books are expensive. Like, why would she be burning a book? Yeah.
So her like she put like one like education is it, and the other one is food, and decide to choose which one should she take the same.
So how would you show that?
Just for like book the other side and food the other side, and she just for like question.
So more like cartoon version. You have to think. I guess you could do it in a cartoon way, but that would be. I mean, that's because I agree that what they want to show. I like your slogan. It's sometimes you don't have a choice. It's between you want to eat and you want to go to school. Like you don't. Some people are that poor. I'm not sure the way you're showing it right now, taking it actually shows that concept.
Maybe she finds it like in a trash can, and then like, well, so it kind of shows that she didn't actually buy it. She just found it. Like she can't afford it. So it shows that she's poor. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, even that it's kind of stupid. Like, why don't you just take firewood?
maybe she's in the city and there's no trees around.
Well, that wouldn't be burning on fire. But no, I'm just being difficult. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not sure that the way it is right now. Any other comments? Out of the three posters, out of the three concepts?
The second one.
Third one, this one? Sorry?
2 minutes. I love this girl.
To you, this one is the strongest. Burning the book.
I like James.
You like who? Jay's about the turning around.
They're all kind of complicated.
And the first one, remember what the first one was again?
Split screen.
The split screen and showing the book, showing the. To be honest, out of the three you've said, I think the easiest, not easiest, but the most well-developed one is actually the first one. Like that one would take the least work on your part now to get the concept. It's quite obvious. I think Jay's has the potential, but I think at this stage it's still confusing the education part of it. But I do like the fact of showing a bunch of things from the back and then turning around and seeing it's the same person. Like I think that's a strong sort of visual representation. This one I think needs work because I'm not sure that burning a book really works.
also think that showing the board and then showing the hand putting thing in the fire is good. But then after the challenge, that person was actually putting the book inside to boil the food.
So, but I'm just saying, why would they use the book if they had, if you can use other stuff?
How about if she wants to symbolize the education, how about change all the utensils to like education stuffs? I mean, like use pencils rather than using chopsticks or sorry.
So how about
No, okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, you're going somewhere with this. Okay, so you're using chopsticks, you're eating out of a book, whatever, you're doing other things. And then what's your slogan going to be? Education.
it keeps you alive?
Knowledge is food. I mean, you could do something that's, I don't know, you could do something like that, but that's a different concept. And you're talking like, it's almost more of like a pun on the idea that like, I mean, that's a different concept. I mean, you could, yeah. Yeah?
And how about instead of throwing the book to the fire, and how about throwing the book through the wood storage to take wood to burn? Yeah, if it's throwing there, it's just like.
But you're making it complicated. I don't think burning the book to make fire actually symbolizes it. Yeah, sorry?
Wait, why don't you do something with your like original poster, which was like cutting the book?
Owen's asking, why not just do the same, the original idea, which was a book there, and then the axis cutting the book? Because remember, your commercial can be like 15 seconds up to a minute, like 15, 30 seconds, so that's not very much time. So you could just have your book, and then you could just have an axe cutting it in half or something. I mean, it could be that simple. And then you zoom out, and it's somebody that has to chop wood or something. Is that what you're thinking? Yeah, I mean, it could be that simple. That's the same idea, but just translated into Fayed.
That's nearly like that, thanks.
I thought she was bad. At least she wakes up when I call her. Okay, you're gonna hang out with the other tonight, yeah? You're gonna help Matt with his report. Cool. Okay, this is what your homework is. Yes. Yeah.